Brazil. You feel heat. You see football. But have you ever wondered how this tropical nation became the heart and soul of the world's most beloved sport? This is not just a story of football. This is the story of how a country, divided by class, shaken by politics, and fueled by dreams, turned a game into a religion. Grab your heart, because this journey will shake it. The year was 1894. A teenager named Charles Miller arrived back in Sao Paulo from England, carrying two footballs and a rule book. Little did anyone know this would spark a revolution. At first, football was a game for the British-educated elite, played in fancy clubs far from the people. But Brazil isn't a country of fences. It's a country of rhythm, of drums, dance, and dust. And football escaped. It flooded the streets, the beaches, the favelas. The game was free, and so were the people who played it. Early football in Brazil was segregated. Black and mixed-race players were often excluded. But resistance came through magic. Players like Arthur Friedenreich, a man of mixed heritage, couldn't be ignored. He didn't just play, he danced on the field. Soon, the elite had no choice. The people had claimed the game. Football became the language of the poor, the joy of the oppressed, the escape of the forgotten, and it became the identity of Brazil. Have you ever played football barefoot on dirt, just for the love of the game? Tell us your story in the comments. 1958, Sweden. The World Cup. A 17-year-old boy, raised in poverty, crying before the final match. His name was Pelé, and what he did on that field would change the world. He scored, and scored again, and again. Brazil won its first World Cup, and Pelé became a legend. He wasn't just a footballer, he was hope. He showed every poor boy in Brazil, you matter, you can rise. By 1970, he had won 3 World Cups, the only player ever to do it. He became the face of Brazil, known even in places where no one knew what Brazil was. Brazil's 1970 World Cup team is considered by many the greatest team ever. Pelé, Jairzinho, Tostão, Carlos Alberto. It wasn't just a team, it was poetry in motion. Every pass was music. Every goal, a masterpiece. They weren't playing, they were performing. The final goal in the 4-1 victory over Italy, a 9-pass sequence ending with Carlos Alberto's rocket into the net. Legendary. Have you seen that goal? Search Brazil 1970 final goal and come back. We'll wait, but even beauty lives in shadows. During the late 1960s and early 70s, Brazil was under military dictatorship. People were silenced. Journalists disappeared. Football became the only outlet, the only joy. The government used Brazil's football glory to promote unity. But behind the scenes, it was pain, fear, and loss. Still, the people clung to football. In every alleyway, on every dusty street, children dreamed of being the next Pelé. Football didn't just entertain, it healed. After Pelé came new heroes, Ronaldo, the phenomenon. Rivaldo. Ronaldinho, the magician with a smile. And now Neymar, the global face of Brazilian style. Each generation brought magic, trickery, joy, but more than anything, they brought pride. For every barefoot child juggling a plastic bottle, there's a fire burning. One day, I'll wear that yellow shirt. Brazil's story is not perfect. It's a story of struggle, of inequality, of dreams both broken and fulfilled. But through it all, football remains. Football is where Brazil finds its joy, its anger, its voice. It's a mirror of the nation's heart. And that is why Brazil will always be more than just a football country. It is the heartbeat of the beautiful game. If this story touched you, leave it in the comments. Tell us your favorite Brazilian player of all time. And share this video with a football lover. Subscribe to this channel for more epic stories from the past, from countries, cultures, and the people who made history.